So I guess we're supposed to kind of talk about what we're planning on doing with all of what we read. Um, I always have a really hard time trying to put my thoughts together and figure out how I'm going to, I guess, address what we need to do for the essay. It takes me forever to do the research to kind of support my thoughts. And I just finished, so hopefully I can get everything kind of put together. I already wrote the first paragraph, rough draft, so we'll see. I like to actually really believe in what I'm writing, and kind of have a really good point to what I'm trying to say. Um, so I wanted to definitely do it on Alice Walker's um, Everyday Use. I really enjoy this author. I remember even as a kid, I really enjoyed watching The Color Purple. She just does such a good job, and her stories, despite being kind of um, shocking, especially in The Color Purple, she is such a good storyteller. So I definitely wanted to do it based on what she wrote. And so I know that we're supposed to do stuff in regards to like the ultimate purpose here is to explore how a shared African American history was reflected in the works you have. And so what I did is it took me forever, but I finally came in. I'm just going to kind of read like my end thesis. Now it's a rough draft, but my thesis basically is along the lines of I wrote in Alice Walker's short story Everyday Use, it is seen how a quilt can metaphorically resemble how heritage from such a torn past can be stitched together. Everyday Use embodies the idea of moving forward from oppression, exploring one's ancestral roots, while at the same time not throwing away a new form culture created amongst adversity. And basically, what I'm trying to put in this is like how I started off to kind of like a catch was the fact that America is a melting pot. We have people all over coming to this country since the very start. And the difference between African Americans and other people is that I guess other people, like for example, people who came across Ellis Island, like my family is, although I don't look it, my family is mainly Italian. We came over as Fanera, Fanari, and we then transitioned to Fener. But they elected to come over here. They did have like probably some hardships as far as being called bad names and that kind of stuff, but they elected to come here. A lot of African Americans, their far ancestors that came over as slaves did not. They are abducted and brought over here. So, what do you do with that? How do you find identity? How do you move on and kind of create your own culture and your own heritage based on such a kind of scattered, torn past? So, that's kind of what I did. So,